streets? Whose police force? Whose government?
Your camera has now been your weapon. Your voice, your hashtag is now your weapon.
Today is that day. We have changed our mind, Kansas City. We have changed our mind about excessive force.
They want to put you on the news when you're protesting. They don't want to put you on the news when you're teaching a young black child. Make more noise than you have ever thought of. Make sure everybody hears it. Let's roll.
A display of energy and commitment outside City Hall in downtown as a crowd of hundreds of people demanded change and celebrated some of the steps they've taken this week. Well, then the crowd moved to the police station to send a message as police and members of the Missouri National Guard watched. Tonight we have team coverage of the protest, the people taking part, and the response. We begin with Greg Payne, who was there for the beginning of the rally and is live now tonight. Greg.
Ellen, right now being in front of City Hall, it's just like a regular day downtown, except we do still have one lone protester off in the distance. But earlier today, it was absolutely packed with protesters. Here's the sights and sounds.
My city has done everything but come together. You know, I feel like it shouldn't take another state for my city to be standing up for the same thing we got going on down here.
This is about the persistence of systemic needs on the necks of black lives.
She was scared. This girl could have easily been my daughter. And I wondered to myself, what are we gonna do for all of these children?
I'm gonna have a lot of people coming before y'all talking, a lot of people saying that they're listening, a lot of people saying that they're caring. And it's the same with some as protesting.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice!
I can't breathe!
All right, because who are we fighting for right now? I'm thinking about the brother right now at 40th and Benton. I'm thinking about the brother right now at 82nd and Truce. I'm thinking of the brother right now who stays off Blue Ridge. That's who we fighting for. We fight so they can live. We fight so they can breathe. We fight so they can read. We fight so that they can bird watch.
Now that last clip you had just saw Mayor Lucas signing that demand sheet that protesters were asking for, and eventually that sheet will make its way right next door to the police headquarters. Reporting live here in Kansas City, I'm Greg Payne for KCTV5 News.
Thank you, Greg. And hundreds of people spent hours in the heat to make sure that they were heard. Our Emily Rittman continues our team coverage, and she's been speaking with some in the crowd. Emily.
Ellen, just hours ago, these City Hall steps were full of people standing shoulder to shoulder to call for change. Now, today, the people we spoke to say as of this moment, they are encouraged that they are being listened to by Kansas City leaders. People in the crowd told KCTV5 News they are pleased with steps taken by the Kansas City Board of Police Commissioners to create a safe way, codified, for whistleblowers to report police misconduct, as well as having an independent outside review when an officer-involved shooting occurs. The board also asked the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department to review its use of tear gas and other projectiles during the last week of protests here in Kansas City. We spoke to Andrea Gordon, who says she was maced while taking photos of protests on the plaza this weekend. At the time, she says she was trying to get out of the street and away from protesters who were cursing at police officers.
I want them to take accountability and to really analyze the people that they're bringing in to their force. Like, you can't be, you aren't allowed to be nervous and scared and frightened when you have the gun. That's the biggest thing. I don't have a weapon. You know, all I have is my voice and my First Amendment right. So for you to have all the power, but you're the one frightened, that concerns me.
I would say the main thing is to go out there and vote. Like, protesting is amazing, but you can really make a change by going to the ballot.
And people in the crowd told us this location allowed them to be right near City Hall, the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department headquarters, and the Jackson County Courthouse. And they said they want the people working in all of those buildings to hear what they had to say. Reporting live, Emily Rittman, KCTV5 News.
Thank you, Emily.